took the mantle rather well, didn't he? And there were numerous shots. Me and the guys were saying, how many shots are there going to be of Cristiano Ronaldo on the touchline? And if you were playing a drinking game, it would be fun, wouldn't it? So you drink every time it cuts to Cristiano Ronaldo on the touchline.
I know. The crowd were amazing as well, weren't they? I mean, the whole place erupted every time we went for the warm-up and got out the dugout. And the thing, I was howling with laughter. I mean, at the start of the game, right, you normally come out and do the national anthems. There was 14,611 photographers outside the dugout, really? The Portuguese dugout. Did you not see it?
I didn't, because
it was hilarious. And there was like one wee photographer outside the Switzerland dugout going to get a snap. And it was just this mass. I mean, it just looked like, you know, one of those throwback films with the guys coming out with the caps at the football games in the 1920s when there's 800 million of them.
That is one thing that I noticed at this World Cup. I haven't seen it previous majors. Honestly, what they do is just before the teams come out for the national anthems, they release the photographers, right? So I say it like that because they're all kept behind some sort of a cordon. They're cordoned off, which is in one corner of the stadium. And then when everyone, like all the broadcasters have done all their thing and everything else is done, they literally let them out, and then they stream, and there's probably like 40 or so of them. And they stream down the touchline, and they go and get their pictures of the teams coming out and the national anthems. And I've never seen so many photographers. And I looked at Hal yesterday, and I said, this is, because I've seen it so many times in these games. And I said, this is mental. I said, I don't remember it being like this at the Euros before or anything like that. And he was like, honestly, he said the difference at major tournaments and even at this World Cup, like the difference in attention is vast.
It's incredible. Honestly, I'm looking down, and of course I was exaggerating, but I think there might have been 100 right outside in a dugout, which confined to that space.
You know, I'm with maths.
Obviously wanting a picture of topical. Obviously wanting a picture of the great man, who actually handled it very well, because he was smiling and he was getting involved in the celebrations of the goals.
He had to, though, didn't he?
He had to, but he did. We would be crucifying him had he not, so he did.
You're right. And actually, our producer made a very good point. You'll never know, really, how much that affected the game. You'll never know if Ronaldo had started, he might have scored a hat-trick. You just don't know with these kind of things, because it wasn't much of a challenge for them, was it?
First 10 minutes wasn't a lot in the game, and then I'm looking at the game, and I'm saying to myself, I couldn't believe the shape. I don't know why they went to a back three with the two wider boys. The two wider boys, Fernandes on the right and Vargas on the left. Wow, I mean, I don't know whether they never tried to take the game to Portugal, but they just, particularly on the right-hand side, they were just all over the place. And Rodriguez on the left, Cher and Akanji, wow, they just didn't know what to do. They're only marking the one man, Ramos. And then what would happen was Fernandes and Bernardo Silva, when Portugal had the ball, would go up into a front line and then come off, and they'd come 20 yards off, and the three centre-backs didn't want to go with them, so they'd just get the space to turn. It was brilliant. I mean, it was simple, but I thought he'd have changed it. It's the first time they played back fours, 4-2-3-1, I think the first three games. I checked that. So I don't know why he's changed it. I can, but hey, that didn't work for them, and take nothing away from Portugal, Laura, because they were absolutely tremendous. And there's one or two of the people early on in the week said Portugal might be a lot better with Ronaldo out the team.
Yeah, so you're pointing to yourself.
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I pointing to myself?
Yeah, you are. You did say it. You did say it. And I think I backed you up.
You did.
Sounds like I would back you up on something.
No, but
like that.
It's amazing. Couldn't have gone any better for the coach. I mean, dear me. Because that...
Big call.
That's a big call. It's a big call. I know. Is that fly?
Got him.
Ask Max if it was the same one.
was it the same one? Is it the same?
Did he have a stamp in his leg saying talkSPORT?
I think it's the same one.
Okay. So we've turned into that 6-6-15 thing abroad, where we just rabble a lot of nonsense for the first 15 minutes. We've got it. We've nailed it.
It does feel. It feels like 6 a.m. to me now. I mean, it is in England 6:15, but it does feel like 6 a.m. for some reason because we all went to bed late. I'm going to interrupt you, Ali. I'm going to stop you there because all 4 quarterfinals have now been decided, and we have them all live with you on talkSPORT. So on Friday we've got 2 of them. 3 o'clock, Croatia against Brazil, which will be exciting. World Cup quarterfinal on talk. In fact, all of these are on talkSPORT, so don't worry about it. And then on Friday night, 7 o'clock, that one is the Netherlands against Argentina.
We have got to get some of that.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Which one are you going to? Are you going to Saturdays?
I'm going Saturdays, 2 Saturdays, hopefully.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Let me tell you what they are. I'm going to go to France, England. But on Saturday, the early kickoff is 3 o'clock, Portugal against Morocco. Excellent.
The big one.
And then on Saturday night,
as they call it in Scotland,
everyone who's listening is going, can I just find out what the quarterfinals are?
Just what the next day know, Portugal versus Morocco is the big one in Scotland. 7
o'clock at night on Saturday, it's France against England. It's the big one. That's the one that you're all going to be listening to. I'm going to that one, by the way. Working at that one. So, yeah. Maybe me and you can find tickets to Netherlands, Argentina.
On the Friday night.
Right, it's the date you're on.
On we go. How's that sound?
That sounds absolutely wonderful.